My name is Luke Aylward. I am Communications and Network Officer at Advonet and more so Information Officer for our Leeds Autism main project. I also happen to be autistic. I first became involved with our Leeds Autism main project in January 2015 as a volunteer. This came about from meeting Wendy, who's currently my line manager, at a couple of events. After hearing from her about the AIM project, I was interested and volunteered as a member of the steering group and a supporter at their weekly drop-in hub. At the time, I worked for a digital marketing agency in a content role. I wasn't fulfilled in that post and wanted to give volunteering a go, so I went to a 4-day week in order to set aside some time for Leeds Autism AIM. As an autistic person who has experienced more than my fair share of disadvantage, I wanted to do what I could to help my peers overcome obstacles put in their way by society. I like the fact that the AIM service was, and still is, co-led by and staffed by autistic adults. A few months after leaving my job in November of that year, I became AIM's part-time information officer, which involved promoting the service and producing self-advocacy tools for service users to help them speak up for their rights. In the communications role, I run all of Advonet's internal and external communications work. This means running the website and social media accounts, producing newsletters, posters and leaflets, sending out press releases and putting together resources such as questionnaires. And for the AIM role, I do the promotional work for that project. That includes the website, social media accounts, newsletters and leaflets. I also produce self-advocacy tools such as autism alert cards and employment profiles, all of which are personalised for whoever needs them. Coming from a marginalised community, I have a burning passion to make sure that people's voices are heard. I see being autistic as a difference rather than a deficit. This forms part of my belief in the social model of disability. I'm honest, passionate, determined, empathetic and think differently. These qualities help me in both my roles, especially when trying to make sure that everyone Advonet supports is listened to and has the right information about what. For all of my work in the AIM role, I try to make sure I use clear, concise language. I use the same principle for my comms work too, whether it's for a press release, leaflet, newsletter, poster or blog post. At the time of recording, there are 8 paid autistic staff members at Advonet, working in the Leeds Autism AIM, LGBTQ Health Inclusion Project, Change and Central Services teams. Moving from an environment where I was the only autistic person present, it makes a welcome change to be working with some of my autistic peers. Being able to speak to colleagues who have similar experiences to my own means that I feel less isolated. Throughout Advonet, but especially in the Leeds Autism AIM team where more than half the staff are autistic, being partly staffed by autistic people means we are well placed to support any people within our community who need help to make their voice heard. Many of my autistic colleagues have a strong sense of social justice. Having one myself, knowing that I get to work in the same space as people with similar life experiences and goals is what gets me up in the morning.